Dream, and this is This, That, and the Third interview series. We are live and behind the camera, behind the scenes. I got my boy Creative Eye Visuals, TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci is in the building. Got a very, very special guest with me today, by way of North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir.
By way of North Carolina. This man has a very unique voice. Reminds me a lot of my man from Houston, Bun B. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that, a lot of that like deep South. I can hear him and like even like his ad libs or like your ad libs. We're gonna get into it a little bit more. But I got a chance to see this guy perform recently. He did his thing. Shout out to Mary Mack. He was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I finally got to see one half of the Wave Syndicate.
Yeah, you saw Wave Syndicate.
One half of the Wave Syndicate.
Yeah,
Free Will. What's good with you, my guy?
What's going on with you, brother?
First of all, I like the shirt.
I appreciate it.
That shit's wavy.
Yes, sir.
Talk about it first and foremost. What is the Wave Syndicate?
The Wave Syndicate, man. It originated. I'm from Reedsville, North Carolina. Reedsville.
Okay.
Close to Greensboro. Probably the claim to fame is we got the most high school football championships back in the state.
Reedsville?
2A.
Really?
Yeah, they for years, bro. Nice like that.
You play?
I actually played JV. I was a marching
Okay.
band dude. I was a drummer, man.
Okay.
That was my flavor, man. So I spent a lot of time on the field. We showed out. We wasn't Aggies or Eagles or nothing like that, but we showed out. Yeah, so we turned the program up at the time.
Into Wave Syndicate.
So saying that, going into Wave Syndicate, so me and my brother Wave God, we actually, you know that name.
I know the Wave God.
So we originated that a couple years ago, man. We actually used to rap together. We went to A&T together.
Okay.
We went to Reedsville High together.
Nice.
No man since sixth, seventh grade. So, he really started getting into making beats probably about 06, 07. And I was rapping a little bit before that. He was rapping as well. So we started, doing, getting into it back in college and stuff. And then, after that, life happens. You get kids, grow up. Niggas got work to do and shit. Right. So kind of fell off the music a little bit. But once we started getting back and colliding, working again, he was getting back into doing his thing, me as well. So we started working and was like, yo, we need to go ahead and put this together for real, like bring that energy back that we had before. And that name Wave Syndicate, came around.
And I think that's how I actually got put on to you and discovered you by Wave God. I think. And some other endeavors I do with the skip line for the producers. Right. We had sent in the first track I think I heard was Focus.
Yeah.
And I thought it was dope. Key to Niggas.
Yes, sir.
Is that how you say it? Key to Niggas?
Niggas, yes, sir.
Key to Niggas. Y'all definitely did y'all thing on there, and we'll get into it. But I just wanted to first start, I know that's a big thing that y'all push the Wave Syndicate. I see it everywhere. And I think it's dope to have a collective. Producer, artists, putting that together and doing what y'all do. Yeah. Let's get into Free Will.
Yeah.
Let's get into Reedsville. Besides the football, like what's the music scene like early on as a kid? Did you, were there anybody that was doing rap around the area? Did you have family that was doing music by chance?
I'm gonna be real. Reedsville is a small town, small pocket town, but as far as the music scene, it's ridiculously thick and rich in hip hop and R&B as well.
Nice.
We got artists that like, for example, the Cardi B, the song what's that, Press?
Yeah, Press.
That was produced by a man from Reedsville.
Really?
Slade the Monster. Yes, sir. He's from Reedsville.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Slade the Monster. Shout out to my man Young Dirt. I grew up around him since we was young kids. Man, he's been putting in work doing music with. God knows, working with Nelly Ping. He's got a lot of names under his belt, man. I don't even want to go into what he does, man. But shout out to him and G Hustle, man. We got, Reggie Hammett. I know you know that name.
You know my boy.
That's actually how me and you met, man. I actually met you at the Charlotte Music Awards last year.
Queen City Awards.
That
is when we met.
Yes, sir.
That is when we met.
Yes,
Reggie Hammock, and we've ran into each other. We ran into each other at another place, and it was like, we supposed to know each other in some form or fashion. And I think he's a real dope artist too.
Sure.
I know y'all got a track together?
We actually don't have any recent tracks together, but Reggie Hammock, actually, to take it way back to my first years of rapping, probably around about 15, 16, he put me on my first recorded song. That's my
really?
Man. I've known him for years. I'll tell you a funny story about that. My first recorded song was on the Rock the Mic beat. that freeway and beans, the state
Dun.
property, and I was so off beat from recording that shit became an acapella.
What?
Okay. It was hard now.
Yeah,
Hey, that shit was hard, but
yeah.
but it was like, you know what, man, like you was, and now mind you, we was rapping with the beat playing out the speakers. I'm holding the mic in my hand. We young, bro. This is makeshift, but at the same time, he was like, nah, I think this is better than acapella. It actually worked. It kind of gave me a
Take me back to some of the early days though. Like, when did you get the bug to want to become an artist? I mean, because like you said, 15, 16, but was it something before then that you might have seen or was doing, or where did the early influences come from?
I tell you, man, my first real like rap influences that made me want to rap, like not just I listened to, but made me want to rap was like Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, Andre 3000, and Big Boys, Outkast all together. Like they made me want to rap. Lloyd Banks made me want to rap.
Ooh,
guys like that, like those were the spitters. Like I remember, and this ain't even knowing his best lines, but I remember Banks saying something like touching my doorbell's the only way I put a ring on your finger, like shit like that. I was like, bro, I gotta do stuff like
Banks
that.
Was
like,
saying
those
stuff
those
like
kind of bars, shit like that was just like, yeah, I can write that, and I was always a kind of witty, clever, kind of class clown motherfucker anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was already kind of already like cracking jokes in class. It was kind of like putting that in rhyme form.
If you wasn't doing music, and like, did you have aspirations to go to school for something else? Because I know you said you went to A&T. Like, what was, of course, the end dogs was, of course, to be the biggest artist. But like, what else? What was the fallback? What was the ulterior?
I went to school for business management, and I'll be honest with you, I probably shouldn't have. If I would have went for something that that just gave me joy, you know what I'm saying? Not just something that I know how to do. Business management, I can learn it. Right. But something that was just giving me joy on a simple life type of thing, like way past the music and anything like that, bro, probably like a high school band teacher, something like that.
So you was really into the band in school. Yeah. What was your instrument?
Drumming.
Drum.
We was really doing that battle drum line shit. Shout out to Cummins High School, Burlington Cummins. They would step on our field and battle us, and like they was known for being them. We was really going at them, bro. That was like one of our rivals back then. So. Yeah, like we was really going for them kind of Aggie Eagle classic type of energies at some joints. Like we were like our band wasn't like that originally. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of
it the student body or like the environment just kind of was it the teacher that kind of just changed it that way? Or?
I'll say that it kind of started. Now for one, I graduated in 06, so like around around that time, a few years before that was the drum line.
Right.
You factor in one of the guys that graduated before me. He was my neighbor. One of my homies. He went to A&T, so he learned some of that, cold steel drum line stuff, and started, bringing that back to us during the summers and implementing that. So we got the kind of confidence to do more and kind of take it to another level. And then on top of that, that's kind of where some of my rap kind of implemented, bro. I remember our choir player, man, DJ, D-Cat, shout out to him. He would rap in the back of the bus, bro. And I would rap with him. Like that's kind of where some of that stuff started, was messing with him and other guys that would do that.
So I want to ask you, Free Will with us here, how important are the drums in a beat? Like how important is that kick for you? Like is it something that if it ain't the right one, like do you be on, not that you be on your producers or anything, but I know like it might be something that you might need to have in a song.
Sometimes it is something I need to have, for sure. It depends on the beat. I will say that Wave God, like being my brother like that, knowing him so long, we can really sit down and have them conversations and be like, hey man, I kind of need the drums right here.
Right.
And sometimes we butt heads because he's dude is a creator. He's a real like it's like an orchestra when he's sitting down with it. It's not really just your regular guy just hitting buttons.
He did his thing on the tournament, man. He did his thing.
He's deep with it. And shout out to Shy Guy as well. That's another piece of the way.
Shy Guy too.
Both of those.
Shy Guy surprised the hell out of us because we wasn't expecting. I mean, we had never heard of him, of course, but I think it's dope that you, like I said, I keep harking back on the Wave Syndicate. I think that's dope to be able to have those in-house producers that understand you, that can work with you. I'm sure it didn't, these are guys that you grew up with or, you came up knowing, so I'm sure it was probably a little easier to come together as a collective, but like, are there any struggles that you've seen just by yourself, just out here doing this thing? Is it like, has it been difficult trying to move around, even having that in-house help?
I will say that probably the difficulty is that, like, bro, I'm not from Charlotte. I've probably been here just a little over a year. Keaton is my brother here. Like, he's also from Reedsville as well, but he been in Charlotte a little longer than me. But a lot of my connections to the music scene here has been through doing showcases and you know, dealing and working with people like Mary Mack and DJ D Rose and shout out Taliban as well. Like, working with guys like that, like that, you know. They'll point me in some spots like, hey man, it's a good place to work at, or you know, let's converse on this. Right. So they've kind of pointed me in the directions of who's out here. You know, even Reggie, because Reggie, I'm going to let you know, Reggie Hammock is everywhere.
He is.
You can be in Charlotte, you can be in Honolulu. It don't matter. He's
gonna drive to be where it's at.
I actually met 20 at Audio Box in Munchie, dealing with him, dealing with Reggie, all the way from Reedsville, coming all the way out here in Charlotte.
Shout outs to Reggie, man. I want to ask you about some of the tracks that you got. Okay. First of all, Focus. It's dope. What's the concept of that for the people that hadn't heard it before?
So Focus is the hood mantra of 2020.
It's the hood mantra.
The grind mantra of 2020. Yeah. You ain't gotta be hood. You can be the most corporate LL Bean backpack kid you want to be, but Focus is putting that work in, bro. The hook is lately I've been staying focused. It's a lot on my shoulders, man. The world getting colder, my kids getting older. Like, and anybody, even people that ain't got kids, you can relate to that. It's not even just about just saying my children. I got 2 kids, by the way, 10-year-old daughter, 5-year-old son. But even if you don't have children, you do know that, time is moving. That's the whole focus behind, the kids getting older, the world getting colder. Things are changing every day. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, politically or, just in the streets, or just pandemically, you know what I'm saying? Financially, the world's getting colder every day, bro. It's hot as hell outside, but it's freezing at the same time.
You got another track mentioning your kids where you say, my daughter want to be the president. Like, is that like a real aspiration? Is that like, is that something she's come to you and like, and like even thinking about that? It's possible, but like, do she really want to be the president, of this world? Like,
I'm gonna tell you, man, she wants to change the world. And from her 10-year-old mind, and actually, I think she was probably about 8 when I wrote that. That was like the highest level that she can take, is that she can make a change. Now, at her age now, she kind of, I guess because me and her mother both kind of pulled the curtain back on kind of like what's going on in the world a little, kind of a little bit more than maybe my parents did when I was around that age. Okay. So she kind of is a little aware that, the president has a job to do, the president can be this and that, but the president can also be different things. Absolutely. So I think in her mind, she just wants to make a difference. She's seen, she's a very passionate person, man. So she wants to make a difference. And the line behind that, my son want to be Avenger. Yeah, that's literally a conversation we had. Like,
I figured it sounded like it was.
He's a Tony Stark and T'Challa fan, man. He's an Iron Man, Black Panther guy. So
was he affected pretty deeply by the loss of Chad Bowler?
He was.
Chad Bowler.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. He was hurt finding out Iron Man died fictionally.
Oh,
when he found out that Chadwick died for real, like that
he still might not even be processing it, right?
Not, I mean, he's 5, man. I really don't know how deep he's really. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman, man. Rest in peace to him.
Absolutely,
definitely.
Free Will here with us live. It's that the 3rd interview series. You sent me the video with Beazle.
Yes, sir.
Talk about how you linked up with him and talk about the song that y'all did together for that one.
Beazle Savage, another piece of the Wave Syndicate, man. He's actually
deep, man.
Bro, we deep, bro. We really have this energy. Before I get to Beazle, we really I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm 32, man. I studied Cash Money. I studied No Limit. I studied G Unit. I studied Rockefeller and Dipset. So when I see those kind of groups, to me, man, that's what it is. Like, you're supposed to, 50's supposed to pull up and bring you Banks and Buck.
Right.
Cam's
make
supposed
a
to
double platinum.
Right, give you Jewels and Jones. Like, you're supposed to do that, bro. Like, I don't even know when you don't see that. Like, even in our present day, you got Kendrick giving us Schoolboy Q and SZA.
Wayne did it with Young Money.
Wayne did it with Young Money. Brothers Drake and Nicki
and
even fucking Tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things that branch off from a leader doing the right thing, because you know it's a lot of people that ain't. You know, they might be a top dog and they got a whole team of spitters, singers, whatever, but like you kind of barely hear from them cats. And like with the Wave, like bro, like we really it's a team effort. Like we all out here to get a ring.
I tell groups, especially like that are talented and have multiple artists, like it's only one person can hold the ball. But I watch basketball, and if you a Wooden fan, a Phil Jackson fan, there's a lot of movement going on in that court, and a lot of pieces got to be able to still move around. Cause Harden hold the ball for 23 seconds and shoot it. Sometimes it go in, but a lot of times, if everybody just standing around not doing nothing, you see the results.
Right.
You see the results. So I love when I see groups able to say, all right, it's your turn, take the ball and run. It's your turn. Hey, we need to run a double team right here. Let's do this. So that's the best way to do it, because at the end of the day, everybody can touch the ball. As long as we put it in the basket and score. Exactly. That's all that. Was you on the court? Did you get a ring? That's all that matters.
Exactly.
That's all that matters, man.
We all out here for the championship.
Yeah. So
that's what it's about.
So the visual that we about to see.
Yeah, the visual, man. So shout out to Beezel Savage, man. He, as I said, he's from Reedsville, from the hometown, man. He's been, rapping, doing his thing for quite a while. I used to, catch his YouTube, freestyles and releases and things like that. Boy cold.
Yeah.
So I was like, I reached out to him one day. He's worked a lot with Keith Negus. I know some of his friends and family. I was like, hey, bro, like, we need to do some work. He sent that beat to me in that verse. And it was just kind of one of them things is when I heard it, I just immediately related to it. Like some of the things he was saying, I'm like, bro, going through some of that maybe today. Why not? So
talk about it in there.
So I scripted some of them bars down. We got to it. So that song floated around for a little while. And the guy who shot it and directed it, Sammy Solo, DT, aka DT, of the Outsiders Productions, man. He's a great film man. He does his thing, photography, all of that. Also from the hometown. So reached out to him, came out of Durham where he at, shot the video at his crib. It was really the perfect, vibe for the song and everything. So we did that. And also, shout out to Rich-ish Clothing. Like that's where my hoodie in the video is homegrown. That's from Durham. That's North Carolina flavor. Boy. And she's a brand ambassador, so that's where the press of Wave Syndicate comes from. It's from Rich Edge Productions, and Shy Guy makes the logo. So it's all in house, bro. These are all people that I rock with. It's family, it's love. So
go ahead, introduce it for them. Tell them the name of the video.
So this is one of the first videos that you're gonna see from Wave Syndicate. Free Will, Beezel Savage, Zero.
Just at the third interview series, Free Will, Stephen the Dream. We'll be right back.
This is how we do it, this is how we get down.
Yeah. Savages. Go and fire up the whip, we can take a cruise. Hot box a motherfucker, shots to the pools. Only problem, we got too much women to choose. Turn up the tunes, blow smoke and make moves. What is there to prove? Got nothing else to lose. Hand up a dress, I'm blessed, testing out the pool. Leave her open like a wound, jab, stick and move. She rolling up my weed while she argue with her dude. See, she the problem in relationships. Don't take a shit, she still gon' take the dick. I'm single till infinity, this is infinite. Till a bitch can swindle me, bet I'm taking bets. At 28, my life rate still taking breaths. Don't stress competition, I ain't heard Nathan yet. Rest in peace, Big Nate, he passed too soon. We still miss you, kid, think about you most moons. Pacing rooms, trying to figure what the hell to do. I really wanna stack paper like mailing rooms, but to do what I need to do, I gotta move. And some days just to move is all I can do. But my brothers got my back in that whole way, and I ain't got a lot, but they there always. Fuck day ones, the homies, they're like all day. Not about the time frame, they don't all stay. Be the ones you didn't need in the first place. I'm 2 days, I kill one, kill 48. I'm front page, headline like day to day. Zero time for women when you got a paper chase.
Yeah, I'm waking up and she twisting up. Bring that back. She wake me up with a twisted suck. Yeah, I like that. My phone ring, I ain't picking up. Like, boy, about the same damn time my FaceTime lit up. We both laugh. So that's why I don't chase thoughts or trust ratchets. Cause all these women got boyfriends and drug habits. Trying to figure out what's wrong with this chick. She worried about I'm moving on to the switch. Get on with this shit. Listen, baby, don't get hypnotized. And if you under 29, you're getting dick and lies. Got your baby mama looking at me like I'm a god. Like, give us free like I'm a star. Y'all really gotta stop bullshitting for the clout. I don't believe a damn thing that comes out of your mouth. I got you little rappers shaking with doubt. They SpongeBob when I come around. Alright, I'ma head out. Boy, I get ignorant like little kids stealing whips, smoking with cigarettes. Motherfuckers better get with the penmanship. Spit sicker than Magic Johnson, finding out he got syphilis. Flow nasty like black jelly beans and licorice. Smoking the shit you regular cats ain't matching with. Flow immaculate. Who the fuck you capping? One feeling your flow, it's like you're jacking dick. Pause, you pissed off, why you all mad and shit? I'ma do it to death, music will probably be the last of it. So bury me with an acid hit, some C4 and a Cali zip, and watch me blow up this underground rapping shit.
Back in this, that, and the third interview series. Steven the Dream, Free Will is here. We just watched that video for Zero.
Yes, sir.
That was a recent song y'all dropped, right?
Yeah. We actually released the song probably a few months ago with the video. I think it came out about June.
Okay. The reason I asked, because I know you stand current, and I know you stand in the stew, because you got a track called, it's about the coronavirus. All I remember was, wash your hands, no. Wash your ass. That's really what it was. What is that track? What is that song? The title slips me right now. The Rona. That's what it was. The Rona.
CHARONA. The Rona.
Y'all boys made a whole track, bro, saying that you don't want the Rona.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna name drop my old job. I ain't gonna do it to them.
Okay.
I went to a job that they kind of weren't the most safe when it came to the protocol, sending people home, blah blah blah. So they kind of gave me a joke in my head one day when I was kind of bullshitting. It was like, oh man. So shout out to Tyrain, the Legacy. I gave him a call. I was like, hey bro, I got one. I pulled up to his crib. We went through a few weeks. Kid and niggas as well on that. I just went ahead and did that. And it's like, if you listen to it, bro, like if it's ironically, it's one of the realest songs because it's like we're dead ass honest. Everything you listen close in them bars, like when my man said he at the crib playing Call of Duty with his kids, if I called him right now, he at the crib.
He at the crib.
Call of Duty with his girls. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
Bro,
So it's just shit like that. It was fun.
I just thought that was a fun, like a dope. It was still a dope song. That was why I was like, oh, they motherfucking in there creating, they working, they ain't even playing. But songs like that. When I listen to you, I said at the beginning, like for some reason, like your voice, I don't know if it's the draw, the way you're delivering, but like I hear a lot of Bun B. I don't know if you ever done got that before. I don't know if that's something that if you influenced by anybody in down south Houston like that. But is that something that you've gotten or that you've heard or you can see?
I would say that I've gotten Bun B before. I'd probably say the most I've gotten over the years is Luda. When it comes to like a voice kind of thing, I get a lot of that, especially because I do kind of the funny music sometimes. It's like I just like having fun, so it's like I'm not gonna always get in the studio and be serious and talk about a struggle, talk about shit like that all the time, like what I'm going through. Sometimes I like it. I like to have fun. That shit fun, that shit fun, man. So like I want everybody in the house right now. If you looking at this shit, go, hey, why not, bro? It's fun. Have a good time.
Try to get one. Hey.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that one out, bro.
But that Rona, bro, it was just a fun joint. It actually it moved a lot. Like it actually people listened to it and played it a lot. They cracked up. Got a lot of laughs raps off of it, and a lot of like jams. But my kids love that shit. And certain songs like
When the
like
kids
when my
catch it.
kids jam with it, they hit their little TikTok dances and shit. Like why not?
Usually it's the mean song.
Yeah.
They know what they doing.
Yeah.
Free Will, let me ask you, man, what's next to come? I know you know, with things trying to normalize, like I said, I saw you out doing your thing on stage, you and Key. What's next though for you? Like, what is it? Are we looking at a new project? Are we looking at just continuing to push out these singles? What's the move?
Well, we a little bit of both, man.
Okay.
We working on a couple projects. I have a solo project I'm working on right now. We also have a wave syndicate that we're working on, and a lot of people have been demanding the Free and Key and Free type of project. We got a lot of songs together.
Definitely
And
needed.
people have been giving us this conversations of, bro, like y'all got this, Earth Gang chemistry, UGK, Outcast,
Yeah.
type of cats, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that, we may hit that plateau yet, but just saying like, hey man, y'all got that duo energy.
People are reminded of
that meth and red,
Meth and Red,
shit
yeah.
like that. So it's like, yeah, we really want to put something together that's a duo energy too, because focus, like, that without niggas there's no focus, bro. Like I'll say that, like that was really his hook that he brought to it, and that's a wave guy beat that I had sitting in my phone. I said, dog, I got the perfect shit for this. So
They came together,
we
right?
played it, and it's a pure song, you know what I'm saying? It's pure energy from where we went from. So and I mean even his new single Vex is, I'm featured on it, and bro, I don't even rap on it, I'm just ad libbing, and the energy is different, bro. It's the vibe that the two of us bring to him. Like I know him, bro. For you, we know
It's
what's
starting
up.
to click. It's starting to click.
Right.
I'm balling it up now, putting that energy out into the music, and like you say, even if it's an ad lib, it's adding that extra flair that you. Hey man, I say it like this: we done seen the best of duos come out, from the Rich Homies and Thugs to the Lil Babies and Gunners,
Right.
and it's because of them two elements that mix so well together. It's syndication.
Exactly.
It's syndication, so I get it.
Man.
I get it.
Yeah, bro. So those are kind of on my focus right now. Also, building the brand and keeping people focused on Wave Syndicate. It definitely focus on Free Will. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Focus on me all day. But at the end of the day, like, I want you to know that when you hear Free, you can turn right around and keep skipping some tracks. You gonna hear some Key to Niggas.
Right.
Keep skipping some tracks.
Right.
You gonna hear, Beats and Savage. Oh, and by the way, Wave Guy made this shit. Oh, by the way, Shy Guy made this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a flavor, and it's like we just bring that element to it, man. The clothing, the music, the vibe, the whole thing. We aimed at just giving you a energy, because as I said, bro, I'm 32, so I listen to everything, but there's a lane that likes to be a 22-year-old may be in that I may not.
Right.
But I also have a sound that I think that people just universally can listen to. Like,
There's no age on it.
It ain't no age on it. It ain't no color on it. It ain't no neighborhood on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got songs that like my parents in their 50s, 60s
They
that
still
rock
listen.
with. You know what I'm saying? And I got, bro, my hometown. We got everything from black, white, Hispanic, everything. I got people from all graduated and shit that look like they probably only play Toby Keith in their car all day. That hit me up and go, yo, I love the Rona. I fuck with Overtime. I love your shit. Will, keep going, man. I remember when you was rapping back in high school. Much love. So it's like, it's shit like that. So that drives me to keep going when, my kids, my niece, nephews rock with my shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, you gotta let the people motivate you and not discourage you. When it's discouragers, you ignore them, you move them out the way, unless they coming from a helpful place. If it's the people that supporting you, keep listening to them, keep feeding what they asking for, because they ultimately gonna keep boosting up what you doing over. It's gonna show these as fans. We got people that want to be around. These are the fans that's been here supporting me for the longest. So I love what y'all doing, man. I've been exposed to a lot of it over the past couple months. So keep doing it. Let the people know where they can find you.
Oh, so you can find me on Instagram at Free Will. That's FII.WILL.
Yes, sir.
Never confuse that with the FREE. Don't call me Free Willie. It ain't no ways, baby. FRII.
2 eyes.
2 eyes. 3 eyes total.
3
Put it
eyes.
all together.
2
Put
L's.
it all together. Don't think too hard, but it's 3 eyes in there. FRII.WILL. That's Free Will, not Fry Will. Pronounce it Free freedom, baby. You want to feel free.
Yeah.
Now, Wave Syndicate.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
also follow us there. That's WAVSYNDICATE. I hope I spelled that right, but it's right here. Wave Syndicate.
If y'all got any more of them shirts, man, I wouldn't mind rocking one of them joints right there. Them shits is nice.
Hey man, we gonna make. I got you. We
Just
gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen.
I'll rock it, you know.
I see you supporting the black brands, and
got
I
to.
see you on the gram, so we definitely gonna make that work, bro.
For sure. Want to give a huge shout out to Creative Eye Visuals behind the scene, behind the camera, doing this thing. Make sure y'all give us a follow at This, That, and the Third interview series for more interviews, clips, and freestyles. Make sure y'all give me a follow at Stephen the Dream. That's STEPHENTHA Dream. We're going up all 2020. Fuck coronavirus. Fuck racist. That's how I feel, and y'all know that. That's it, man. Free will in the motherfucking building. Wave Syndicate in the motherfucking building. It's This, That, and the Third interview series. We'll see y'all next time.
Hey!